Okay, so what speed did we get up to the other day with our quick stops? I can't remember. We did get one up to 50, didn't we? Yeah. We're going to do maybe one at 40 just to start with, just to get a feel for the brakes again. Remember, when we're braking, we're not just jamming the brake on, okay? We're squeezing nice and smoothly, gradually, to get a full stop, okay? So yeah, just make sure when my hand comes up, you're not just grabbing at the brake, because there's no ABS. Yeah, squeeze that front brake. So yeah, just go up the road, do your U-turn. Remember, when you do your U-turn, same way you do your Figaros down here, okay? In first gear, nice, slow and controlled. And then just get up to 40 k's an hour, back off, cruise, get ready to brake. Alright, so when you're ready. Stay in your left-hand wheel track along here for now, if you like, because there's lots of visibility on your left, so there's nothing wrong with being where you are. There we go, doing a U-turn anywhere around there, indicating to let people know what's going on. And just to your right-hand wheel track. Probably come down in your right-hand wheel track because of the truck that's there. Get up to speed and cruise along by the time you reach the front of the truck, okay? And avoid the drains. There we go. Clutch in, clutch in. Cool. So, that looked like more of a bit of a pull. Yeah, rather than a squeeze. Now, when I'm squeezing the front brake, I'm not forcing my hand around the brake lever. So just looking up at me, I'm not forcing my hand around the brake lever. The brake lever, and just gripping on with my knuckles, that's forcing my hand to roll forward a little bit. Okay, so I'm just making a fist around that brake lever. I'm not pulling. So just making a fist, that's it. Cool, we'll go up, we'll do it again, okay? So one more, 40 k's an hour. Mirror indicate, look over your right shoulder, so do everything to the right. To do your U-turn, or to set yourself up for the U-turn. Excellent. Don't use that rear brake to control your speed, okay? Use the clutch to control your speed. Cool, good turn. Getting up to speed as quickly as we can. And cruising as early as we can. 40 k's an hour. And braking. More. There we go. Try a little bit sooner, okay? So hold your hand where it is right now, don't move. See how your elbow's up here and your wrist is kind of bent over like that? We don't want to brake like that, okay? So bring your hand up. So I'm not forcing my hand to go around like that, okay? So yeah, we don't want to do that. So when we're braking, it's just fingertips on, and just as the brake lever comes in, I'm just wrapping my knuckles around. No, you don't want to do that, because you don't, because otherwise you're technically just going to, it's just going to be awkward. So the brake lever with my fingertips, technically you are pulling in a little bit at the beginning, but then once the brake lever starts coming in, that's when we're wrapping our knuckles around that brake lever. So we're just kind of gripping onto the brake lever more than the handlebar, okay? So just gripping onto the brake lever, making a fist over that brake lever. That's what's making my hand roll forward. And I'm pulling the brake lever, I can't get those revs off very well. But if I squeeze, it automatically does it for you, yeah. So that's how we want to brake, okay? So yeah, don't think that you actually have to do this, okay? You don't have to do that, like, you don't have to push your arm forward to force your hand to wrap around. Yeah, so put your hand on, let me do all the work, relax, let me do all the work, and squeeze. See how I'm just basically using your fingertips, and it's already making your hand roll forward. Okay, it's just from gripping onto the handle, the brake lever, that's it. Okay? Here we go. Yeah, so now you don't have to do that whole awkward thing with your arm and your wrist, okay? Alright, give that another go, okay? Even have a practice stop up at the other end there, if you like. Okay? So mirror, back into first, mirror indicate, look over your shoulder, and off we go. But yeah, if you pull on the brake lever, it'll feel really awkward to get the bike to stop, and it'll feel like you're putting a lot of effort into it, but nothing's actually happening. If you squeeze the brake lever properly, then the bike will actually pull up a lot quicker and easier with much less effort. How'd that feel? Oh, that's fine, as long as you're actually squeezing and not pulling, okay? Alright, when you're ready. So 40 k's an hour. .40 k's an hour. And braking. Excellent stop, much better than you did before. So how'd that feel? Yeah, so if it feels easy, then you're doing it the right way. Okay. Alright. Oh no. So that was a problem because I could tell that you're actually going faster than 40. That's why I was repeating myself to say 40. So that's me just giving you little hints to check your speed. Yeah, must know what speed you're doing, okay? You're probably actually doing more round time. So that's somewhat the speed we're going to be doing on the next one anyway. So when you're coming down on the next one, we're going to be doing 50, okay? But because we know the speedo's out on this bike a little bit, if we do, yeah, just under. So do 1 or 2 lines below that 50 kilometer line, okay? Don't ride dead on the 50, otherwise you'll be... Alright, so when you're ready. But yeah, know what speed you're doing, okay? Looking up. Always got to point that helmet where you want to go. Try not to have it just pointing at the front of the bike. Look ahead of the turn. Always look ahead. And once you're up at your speed limit, bump it up into 4th gear, okay? Try to be up at speed and cruising along by the time you reach the truck or the front of the truck. But yeah, please know what speed you're doing. There we go, getting up to speed nice and quickly. And nice smooth braking just like before. And braking. Spot on! That's the stop that we test. Perfect stop. Okay? So when it comes to your braking distance, that's how much space you had left. Okay, so that was a really good stop. You're braking at around the 11 meter mark there. So you don't have to brake any harder if you don't want to, but definitely don't brake any less, okay? So that's one lot just like that. But yeah, always come down at the same speed if you can. Try to make everything as consistent as possible. There we go. Same speed, same style of braking. Excellent, stop. Cool. When you're ready, back into first gear, and then we're going to pull over on the side of the road, just on the road here, okay? So when we pull over after a quick stop onto the side of the road, mirror, indicate, look over your left shoulder, do everything to the left. Yep, so just do everything to the left. So mirror, indicate, look over your shoulder. Checking your spacing from the curb. So see how your feet's on the curb? Yeah, want to be able to stand in between the curb and the bike. We might get onto the exercise today where we have to park up on the side of the road, so want to be able to stand in between the curb and the bike. You won't be able to with that distance. Okay, so just got to be out a little bit further from the curb, okay? Alright, happy with the quick stops? Yeah, no, those last two were spot on. So if you can brake first time like that and we do this, happy days. Then we'll just move on to the next part, okay? So yeah, good work. Your Figaro's, the only thing I can say about your Figaro's is just make sure your helmet positioning. Just always look ahead of the turn. Once you've done your shoulder check, so mirror, shoulder check, like exaggerate, but then point your helmet at a comfortable angle that way. Yeah, and just keep it turned until you're looking up the road. Alright, so when you're ready, we'll turn right at the give way sign. Off the brake, there we go. Excellent, good choice. And then we'll turn left again straight away. So unfortunately sometimes you can find yourself zigzagging around the road a little bit there like that. But again, it's only because we're exaggerating things for the test. When you got multiple turns like that as well, like you left, just make sure you get your indicator off and then back on again for the following. We're just going to go straight through these lights. These lights are very similar to the ones in Midland, where there's a merge point on the other side of the lights, so you go dead straight, and it's only a single lane on the other side of the lights there. So, when you do a merge point through the lights, halfway through the intersection, indicate to your left, and then look over your shoulder before you reach the other side. So indicating to your left now looking over your shoulder,